Hey everyone, Misha here, and I am excited to share with you one of my all-time favorite herbs for seasonal allergies. Now, here in Florida, we're just getting ready, ramping up into spring, and that means that everything is blooming. And because we've been having like warm weather and then cold and warm and cold, some of the trees are getting really excited and they're blooming, and then they back off, and then they have like second and even third blooms. So that means that if you're like me and you're allergic to pretty much everything, you might be having some stuffiness in your sinuses. So there's a plant that I love. It's a Florida native. There's actually over 100 different species of this plant here in the United States that grow, and it is one of my favorites for seasonal allergies, and that is goldenrod. Now, goldenrod is the genus is Solidago, and we talk about sol, right? Like the Latin for the sun. So if you think of it as like shining bright like a sun, and you might say, like, hold on a second, Misha, I thought goldenrod was a plant that people were allergic to, and that is actually a myth. So let's start there. A lot of times when people think that they are allergic to goldenrod, they're actually allergic to ragweed. And some people might say, well, can it be both? And it can. Goldenrod is in family Asteraceae, which is the family with like daisies and chrysanthemums and oh my goodness, it's right behind me, right up there, calendula and chamomile as well. So if you are allergic to things in the sunflower family, then yes, you could potentially be allergic to goldenrod, but most people, that's not what causes their hay fever. It's actually ragweed. Goldenrod is pollinated by animals. So things like bees and butterflies and ants, that is what pollinates goldenrod, and its pollen is actually so heavy it can't be carried by the wind. Ragweed, on the other hand, that pollen can be carried by the wind. And so in the fall, when we start having those seasonal allergies, which is when goldenrod and ragweed both bloom, it's generally the ragweed that's causing the allergy issues, not the goldenrod, because this little beauty's pollen can't be carried by the wind. So how does goldenrod help allergies? Well, it's an antihistamine and it's also an anti-inflammatory. It's warming and drying. So what that means is that's how it will work on the body. So if this part of the plant is actually a mix of the flowers and the leaves, all chopped up after they're dried and put into this type of form, which we could use to make an infusion, so a tea. But of course, that's not a tea because it doesn't have Camellia sinensis in it, right? The tea plant, but an herbal infusion where you would pour hot water over it and be able to drink it. You could make a tincture with alcohol or even like an apple cider vinegar. All of those are lovely. This plant is a little bit of a diuretic. So because it's warming, it's going to warm things in the body very gently, and it's going to dry up your sinuses. Any pressure, the diuretic action will help drain them and get that pressure and that stuffiness out. If you have postnasal drip, it can help dry for that. And it also does have a lot of anti-inflammatory and different properties that help with the antihistamines that come from allergies. Goldenrod is more than just an allergy plant, though. It's also really, really incredible for the skin. So I like to use it sometimes in a salve to help with any kind of scars or any kind of skin abrasions. It is, again, like I said, a diuretic. So if you have any kidney or urinary issues like a UTI, this is a great plant to work with for that as well. But in particular, I love, love, love it for the seasonal allergies. And here in Florida, I mean, we find it blooming year round. Typically in other places, it will bloom in the fall, like late summer to early fall, but here it kind of blooms all the time. But it also gets these really beautiful, like these are the seeds, and so you can see they're like really fluffy. And that probably does look like something that could make you sneeze. But again, the pollen from this plant is so heavy, it's not going to be on the wind. So if you had an allergy to this, it would be that you're allergic to like that specific type of plant in the Asteraceae family, and not like the wind-borne allergies that cause us problems. But this one is such an incredible ally for those seasonal issues, especially when we have pollen coming in, like here in Florida, especially from the oak trees. Now we have it here at Cypress Pillar. You can come in and get an herb order if you'd like to try some goldenrod as an infusion or make your own herbal goodness. We will also be having some really nice herbal steams that I'm making. James's idea was to make some packets of steams so you can put them in the water and just inhale, and it can open everything up. And then we also have our seasonal allergy tea as well. So give us a call, come in and see you, and meet some new herbal allies.